Hey, good evening, everybody. Good evening. I really am without words. Right now, just got done watching the Perry County, Alabama commission meeting, and yeah, only thing I can say is that only thing I can say about that, watching the Perry County Commission meeting, is that, Perry County, it's not even funny. It's not even funny, and it's beyond saddening. And it's sickening. I just watched the Perry County Commission meeting, and at the end of the meeting, one thing about it, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it, Albert Fitzgerald Turner, the chairman of the Perry County Commission. If you watch, you can go watch. I think Kimberly Cosby went live, and if you're a member of the What's Happening Marion page, Brandon Kelsey went live. You can go and you can watch it. I highly recommend you watching it, and then watch to the end. You will see firsthand of what a corrupt politician looked like in the black belt. Firsthand, undermining the will of the commission and trying to do his own thing. This is what he did tonight. A few weeks ago, I'm gonna tell you, this is his third time stalling. His third time stalling. A few weeks ago, the vice chairman, Carlton Lewis, made a motion to terminate the temporary clerk, who is Beverly Gordon, right? I'm just gonna give you guys, some things so you can see what Albert does and how he is as manipulative as anybody and don't care. And if he would do that just to the county commission, think about what he's done for the last 25 plus years to the people of Perry County. Now, let me give y'all some background. On January the 13th, the Perry County Commission voted to pass a resolution to have the voting place moved from the old National Guard to the new National Guard in Marion. Albert said at that meeting, as the chairman, I'm going to ask you not to pass it, but even if you do, it won't see the light of day in Montgomery. That is what the chairman of the Perry County Commission said. When they went through the vote, Barbara Howes voted with Albert no, and Albert voted no. Tony Long voted yes. Brent Harrison voted yes, and Carlton Lewis voted yes to move it from the old National Guard to the new National Guard. That's a majority vote. With that, Alabama law says if you change in the voting location, you have to advertise it in the newspaper for 4 consecutive weeks. Let's fast forward. They're running an article in the newspaper. Well, I ain't gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna say it. Allegedly, Albert told the county clerk to call the newspaper and tell the newspaper to stop running the ad, undermining the will of the Perry County Commission, who voted majority 3-2. When the other commissioners found out about it, they called the news station. The news station the newspaper told them that they received a call from the clerk saying to stop running the ad. Now, what Albert was doing then was, since he didn't want the resolution to change, he was trying to break up the 4 consecutive weeks because he was trying to win on the technicality. That's what sleazy, dirty people do. And tonight was another example of it. Tonight was another example of him waiting to the last minute and trying to say, like he didn't know why they trying to terminate Beverly Gordon. So he said he didn't know. And I'm gonna give y'all some background about termination. Right? Just low down and dirty. She is hired on a temporary contract, and she's on a probationary period. And like Commissioner Lewis said, if you're on a probationary period, that's just like if you're teaching in the state of Alabama. I'm gonna just make it plain. If you're a teacher in Alabama, you got 3 years. You're 3 years on probation. Within those first 3 years, they can fire you without a cause and don't have to give you no explanation. The same thing if you got hired on 90 days, you're on a probationary period, they can let you go. The same thing with the county clerk. So Albert, why are you protecting Beverly Gordon so much? Why are you stalling this out? This the last meeting you're talking about, y'all need to go back and look at the minutes. Now you're talking about you don't know and there needs to be a discussion. That is a bona fide lie. And you showing your sleazy tactics like you always do. And I know you watching this, and I know talking about you got to talk to Prince Chestnut. No, you don't. And I'm going to say this. This is to Miss Barbara Howes. Ma'am, the records would show that you always voted with Albert. The records would show that. And you told your constituents that you're going to be your own person. And when it comes to these matters that's important to the community, you have yet to stand on your own and vote opposite of what Albert did. You know that was dirty tonight. That lady undermined she worked for the commission, not Albert. Even in the trial that went on in December, Judge Wiggins had her read a paper to let her know about it. What happened with the current clerk? The current clerk is the one that undermined the will of the commission. They did a motion to fire her, to terminate her, but Albert did a little sleazy tactic and then gonna walk out. That is no leader. That is a child having a tantrum. That is exactly what he is. And when I get there, Albert, you best believe I'm coming to that meeting. You best believe I'm coming back and I'm gonna ask you a question. Why are you doing this? But you for the people, right? You for the people. You care about the people, right, Albert? No, you care about your own agenda. Why are you so afraid? Why are you so afraid, Albert? Why are you so afraid to do the will of the people to terminate her? What is going on? Why are you so protecting her? Did you do the same thing for your cousin Melvin, Albert? When you went after him, when you had got a little some people that you got to try to vote in your favor, and then you illegally terminated him? Did you do that then? Did you follow protocol then, Albert? And I'm glad Brent Harrison asked you that question. Did you follow protocol when you hired a contractor without the commission to go down there to the Barnett King Center to work before y'all received funding for the grant? Just a sleazeball. A sleazeball. And that is a black Democratic politician in Alabama who's been in that seat and been doing this thing. And you had Bobby Singleton, a state senator, endorsing him today. That'll tell you everything you need to know about both of them. You ain't no goddamn king. If you so much, Albert, I'm going to say this to your face right now because I know you watch. I know you watch. And all of your supporters, y'all can hear this to me. Answer this question. Albert, if you were so good and you got appointed to the Perry County Commission in 2000, why you still just on the commission? If you were just so savvy politically, why you couldn't even win a probate judge when you ran and lost? Why you couldn't win to be mayor of Marion twice when you ran and lost? Why have you been stuck at District 1 in Perry County? Why? Why, Albert? Why? Because you know what? You lack the capacity. Because I'm going to go ahead and say it. Perry County is the only place that allows you to do that foolishness that you do. But see, what you don't like now is the people see it. See, usually won't nobody talk about it right after the commission meeting. But guess what? Yes, he was, I believe he was terminated, by DECA. It was, connected to a harassment charge, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's documented, well documented for it. But I just want people to really understand that. I want people to sit down and think about it. Right? What happened tonight was an atrocity, but it always happened. This man is, I'm just telling you right now, if I'm the other members, I will call, the vice chairman can call an emergency meeting. I will do a quorum. I will go in and I will vote and get a majority vote, and I will let it be. Just telling y'all that right now. I'm telling y'all, if he want to be dirty while he out of town, I will do a quorum. I would do a quorum while he gone and vote. Because what he's doing is undermining the will of the commission. And if he undermining the will of the commission, that means that he's undermining the will of the people. Because those commissioners are voted out of their district to represent the constituents and the people in their district. So Abbott, why you allegedly drive back to Birmingham tonight? What you think about that? And I'm just saying, like, the people, like, I want the people to understand these folks work for you. If you got a county clerk, a county administrator who does exactly what Albert says and not what the commission says, that's a problem. That right there is a problem. At the at the Jimmy Lee Jackson event, Big Al, Big Al, Big Al. Come on, man. We got to stop that, man. We got to stop that. And then y'all had the nerve to say y'all did a payroll audit. Where the audit at? Nobody talking about we did good. Where the audit? Let the people see. Let the people see. I just want to let the people see. I hope the people open their eyes. I hope the people are seeing it, like really seeing it. What is going on in Perry County? This is why Perry County is the second poorest county in the county, has the highest unemployment rate in the state. It has the second poorest county in the state, has the highest unemployment rate in the state, the 23rd poorest county in the nation. When I say in the nation, that's roughly 3,147 counties in the United States. That's all 50 states. That includes Hawaii, Alaska, all 50 states. Perry County ranked 3,123. And we got this foolishness. And I talked about it today, and I want y'all to understand, for the people that's watching right now, I want people to sit down and think, when was the last time y'all seen Albert Turner come back and recant something? You know why he recanted? Because this is what accountability looks like. He knows he can't lie. That's why he don't post no more. I guarantee you, I'll be shocked if he posts. He used to post all the time about the meetings and the commission meetings and all what came out, because you can't control the narrative no more. And that driving you crazy. You calling all of your friends in. But don't nobody want to touch it. You hot, boy. You hot. This is what accountability looks like. And guess what, Albert? I'm coming home. In a few days, I'll be back home. I'll be there every day. And you will have to look at my face. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Coming home, my boy. I'm coming home. It's a darn shame. It's a darn shame. And everybody that supports you, if they watch that tonight and they still do, that goes to show brainwash. Only thing I'm going to say about them is back. Sheep. It is, I just say, man, that is what happened tonight is beyond sickening. It is beyond sickening. This is the third week. I'm sorry. He's been dragging it on for 6 weeks. See, what Albert's trying to do is he's trying to play a technicality to try to get her over a certain amount. But this is the funny thing. Tawanda, that is different. So in how it's set up in Hale County, the probate judge is the default chairman, and the probate judge only votes if there's a tie. Perry County is each commissioner has an equal vote. So it doesn't matter. The chairman is just somebody who leads, who proceeds over the meeting. But each one of those commissioners has an equal vote. That's why a 3-2 vote is a majority vote. Roxy, it's sad watching that meeting, man. I'll just tell y'all, man, and it's just, God is exposing, because a lot of people ain't really see it before they heard about it. But if you go to Kim Cosby, or if you go on to What's Happening in Marion page, and you see Brandon Kelsley, if you watch that tonight, you will see, like, God, dog, especially at the end. You got to go to the end. Go towards the end, around about the 1:30 mark, an hour and 30 minute mark. You'll see. It's a darn shame. That's a shame. But guess what? Here go some people. Man, you shouldn't be bashing the black man. That man is disrespectful to every citizen in Perry County. He know good and well that and when they tried to bring up, this is the thing. We talking about Robert's rules of order, right? When they brought up, they did a motion and it was second. After you do that, you vote. But he intentionally didn't do the vote and try to go back and circumvent the will of the commission. Because he knew that Barbara Howell was going to vote no with him. And he didn't have the majority vote. That's why he's coming back talking about, we got called Prince Chestnut and I don't know what the cause. You know what the cause is. This is what evil looked like. Evil. This is what evil looked like. Evil. It's crazy work. But you know what? The community sees it. The community is aware of it. The community knows and the community sees it. They understand it. They are more aware than ever. And Albert, your same old tactics ain't working. I told you the best thing for you to do is resign. But just because you resign, that don't mean that accountability ain't coming. Just want people to understand that. And what they said, that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. And you know what? That is a great thing. That's a Hicks Johnson. That's a great thing. If I'm the other commissioners, he wouldn't be chairman after the next meeting. He wouldn't be chairman after the next meeting. And I know why you put him as chairman, because as chairman, he can't do a motion himself. If he do, like he did last week, he did a motion, so he removed himself as the chair and passed the chairmanship over to Vice Chairman Lewis for that vote. But Albert, you ain't got them votes no more that you thought you had. I'm telling y'all remove him as chairman, y'all gonna see a whole temper tantrum. And just because he undermined y'all, get him out of that goddamn courthouse. Take your butt back over there to the annex where you belong. Get your tail out of there. The office of the chairman. Man, take your sorry, weak ego out of there. Office of the chairman. Ain't no goddamn office. And for people that think I'm upset, no, I'm passionate. This is what you call passion. Right? Don't confuse my passion with pugnacious. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because then it'll mislead you. And for the people that may not know what pugnacious is, I'm going to define it for you. Give me 1 second. A pugnacious is someone eager, quick, or naturally inclined to argue, quarrel, or fight. That's why I said, don't confuse my passion with being pugnacious. I'm not eager to fight, but I would tell you like this: mess with my family or my community, I stand 10 toes down. I stand 10 toes down. It's a darn shame. It's a darn shame what you did tonight. And the community and everybody is seeing it, Albert. And guess what, my boy? You about to be put on blast. You about to be put on blast so everybody can see it. See exactly how you move. And they can see you exactly as the sleazy politician that you are. You know what I say I'll be reminded of? I know he just the actor that played him just passed about a month or two ago. But man, y'all haven't watched the it's an HBO show called The Wire. That's where, you know, Michael B. Jordan got his big break. Idris Elba got his big break. Michael Williams got his big break. But there was a politician on there by the name of Clay Davis. And he had a funny line. He used to use a cuss word and drag it out. There's a lot of similarities of a sleazy politician. And he's doing it now. This is on the commission. This right here is on the commission. Y'all let that man weasel his way out again the next time, that's on y'all. Ain't no way in the world. What I would have did right then is said, hey, we about to have, I would have let him walk out with everybody in there and had an emergency meeting and then tell the lawyer to stay. And I would have went in there and voted to terminate her. Albert said tonight, talking about the minutes, they said, Brent brought it up. Hey, what about the minutes? Albert said, we ain't vote on it yet. So the minutes just talking about what happened. Like, man, that is all just straight BS. Booty chatter. That's exactly what that is. I'm just telling people like that. I'm telling. I want people to understand it. And Albert, you about to be famous for the wrong reasons. Yeah, they in the room talking, but that's all what Albert doing right now. Tell you what he doing right now. He don't want to look like he can't stop this. It's all about optics for him. Ain't nothing in the executive session to talk about. Everybody know about what it is. She undermined the rule of the people. But that's the rule of the commission. And Roxy, you are 100% correct. I think the people are waking up to the power that they have. And that's all I've been talking about. That's all I've been talking about. That right there is all I've been talking about. This man, I'm gonna tell y'all, like I said before, I made a post right before. I don't recall. Hold on. I don't recall hearing about it because my internet was spotty, so I had to go and so I can watch it. I don't recall hearing them making a vote about the jailers tonight, which is a good thing. But I want people to understand this. The jailer's salary was already put in the budget. Albert is trying to furlough them to take that money that was going to them and try to shift it to somewhere else. What wasn't in the budget is fixing those repairs on the jail, which those repairs aren't new, right? They had a lot of those same repairs was identified back in 2020 by the state fire marshal office. I made a post and showed that actual inspection sheet. They had 19 violations then. This time they had over 100. 25. Then they had more when they came back, so they recommend to shut the jail down. According to Alabama law, the county commission is responsible for upholding the facility. The operation of how the jail works, that falls on the sheriff. Why are you going to lay people off because you failed to maintain the jail? So you can save money. So you're going to fire people because you failed to do your job to uphold it? So now you've been pushing that out. And that's the other way. You're just trying to get back because you mad at Sheriff Fikes for challenging you. And you mad at a couple of the jailers because they spoke out about you. You mad at the twins. See, Albert, you low down like that. You low down like that. You know you low down like that. And you know the other stuff you did. You try to do low down stuff towards me. But guess what? It ain't work. I'm still talking, I'm still here, and I'm coming home. And Albert, what they said, what that song said, they would say, if you think you're lonely now, if you think I was bad before, man, I can be there in person. And I wonder if you're going to look me in the eye, because you ain't looked me in the eye before. Try to act like you ain't hear me talk to you. That's coward behavior. Coward behavior. I just want people to understand this. And look, as everything come up, just want people to understand it. Everybody be like, dang, Robert be posting every day. Think about, just look what happened today. Look what happened today. I came on my regular live. Right after that, Bobby Singleton got on there with that BS. And I think he's gonna regret that. And I didn't mind. I'm gonna clarify that. I don't mind anybody supporting Albert. That's not what I'm against. What I didn't like was, I didn't like the little slick comment that he made in reference to me. Because I'm gonna go and read it. I mean, let me read this. I'm gonna read it again. And I'm gonna tell y'all this is what really incensed me and pissed me off. Right? Because he said, I support Commissioner, this is Bobby Singleton, State Senator Bobby Singleton. He said, I support Commissioner Albert Turner. He is one of the only public officials in Perry County who continues to try to move the county forward. First of all, just disrespectful to all the other public officials in Perry County. Also, Bobby, you are the state senator for District 24. Perry County has a state senator called State Senator Robert Stewart. Robert Stewart's been doing a lot of stuff for his district. So how you gonna be disrespectful? But let me go back and talk about it. Others can stand on the sidelines and criticize what is being done instead of using the same energy to try to help build. Some people don't know how to build, so their best talent is to tear down. What? Donkey, what you know about me? Let's put resume to resume and see who know how to build. And mine ain't come with campaign contributions and passing out hot dogs and hamburgers. You don't know nothing about me. And that little slick comment that you said, I guarantee you I can do a whole lot better building in Perry County, because you know what? I ain't gonna steal. Allegedly. You all right. Tonight, the people need to write ethics complaint to the ethics committee. I'm making a trip to Montgomery myself to go visit the ethics committee so I can see people's face, so they can see my face, and let them know that you will be receiving a whole lot of correspondence from me. I'm going to Adeka. I'm going to everywhere just so they can know who I am. And Albert, you can make phone calls. You can have Bobby call people, whatever. Guess what? That's my right to do it. It's a darn shame what they did at that meeting. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. That's all I'm saying. It is crazy. But I blame the community because we tolerated it for years. We sit back, we don't get involved, and everything just be like, oh, it's okay. No, 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 no. It is not okay. It's not okay. It's funny how people that don't realize certain things. Y'all know that movie Taken? When the guy, they took his daughter, he said, I'm a guy with a particular set of skills. I'm a guy with a particular set of skills who's retired and got time today. That's all I'm gonna say. But I just want people to really understand it, right? Albert, tonight, what you did was low down, dirty, undermining the will of the people, undermining the will of the commission, because you are trying to protect. The reason why you're trying to protect her is because you're the reason why she's in the position that she's in. And could it be that if she get fired, you're gonna be held accountable? Cause what people don't know, are y'all aware how many lawsuits Perry County they got against Perry County because of Albert? I think it's like 4 or 5 because of Albert. Perry County has got lawsuits against. I think it's like 4 or 5. Because actions of the chairman. Just tell people that, man. Listen, as a people, especially in the black belt, when we recognize that we got the power and these people work for us, you will see a big difference. You will see a big difference. You will see a major difference. Accountability is not criticism. And if you're talking about me standing on the sidelines and don't know what to do, Bobby, have I been elected for 25 years? You've been elected for what, 23? Since 2002, 2003? Albert got appointed in 2000. Let me do that math. I joined the Army in February of 2000. I'm at 26 years, getting ready to retire. Accomplished a lot in those 26 years. Got promoted 11 times in those 26 years. And Albert still District 1 Perry County Commissioner in 26 years. But keep Big Al working for you, right? Amy, I don't know. I don't get into people's personal business. But what I would say is it's pretty suspicious. Pretty suspicious of how manipulative that you try to be to try to avoid something that you created. Man, I hope you guys have a great and wonderful evening. What I would ask is if you are in the if I misspoken and I'm wrong about what I said tonight. Yeah, there's an executive session. But all of that executive session stuff, we overuse executive session because people don't like to tell the truth. It ain't no character thing. If you undermine what the commission want, you gone. If I'm an employer and you an employee and you do something to undermine me, holler at your boy. Deuces. Deuces. And this ain't nothing personal. This is business. I ain't got nothing personal about it, but her action, she made a conscious decision to do it. Especially when you in a probationary period. Crazy work. Y'all know how people do. But man, I'll tell y'all this. If I misspoken, please provide me with credible proof that I misspoke, and I will gladly come back on here and say as loudly as I was the holding account that I was wrong, right? And I want people to understand this. Accountability and transparency is no longer optional. And the only way that is what it is when the community demands it. You guys have a blessed day, blessed evening. Talk to y'all later.